Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be going over Spike Brothers. Now this is the first of many deck showcases that I do plan on doing. We're recording 3 today with Twitch chat. I may record one later. I'm not too sure on it. I just want to have a couple of them up before next set gets released. Focusing mostly on decks that aren't getting any support with next set and global. And we'll also be recording some for JP since I have the ability to do some of those since I built some over the last month in JP. But for today, we're just going to focus on Spike Brothers. So starting off with the starter, everyone should be playing Mecha Trainer because you need your PGs in hand. PGs are important, especially since you have a Hail Mary strategy in this deck. It is win in one turn or lose. For PGs, you want to be running the one that'll let you hit 4 damage because of the fact that you still are playing the break ride. So I prefer to run those over the other option. Then we have 1 Dudley Daisy just because it's a neat little, like if I have to call it counterblast 1, give it plus 5,000. It's a nice 12k attacker. Reckless Express for the same reason, except that it's Soul Blast instead of Counterblast because Counterblast is kind of short in the deck. So you play Reckless Express, Soul Blast 1, and then you get, not only do you gain 5,000, so it's a 12k attacker, but you get to put it at the bottom of the deck at the end of the turn. Then, because you're limited to only really 2 grade 3s that you actually want to be on, you're kind of filtering off a lot with this guy. You want to be calling him behind the Vanguard or behind a rear guard and just swinging with him. And that's just a filter. That's all it is just a filter. So then we have Frozen Ogle. One of the way that the Hail Mary strategy goes around these guys. And I'll explain it here in a second. But Frozen Ogle, at the end of the battle, this unit attacked the Vanguard during the turn you Legion. Counterblast 1 and put this unit into your soul to call a card other than the Frozen Ogle from your deck to an empty rear guard. So not only does he cost Counterblast 1, he clears out the rear guard space to call something too. So normally that's not too good, but we've got other effects that make that better. Also, we have Silver Blaze. When it attacks, if you're in Legion, Soul Blast 1, it gains plus 10,000 power, and at the end of the battle, put it on the bottom of the deck. Now, more power gain, more clearing out space, rear guards, perfect. Next, we have Dudley Mason. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, Counterblast 2, and put a card from your hand into your soul to call any card from your deck to an open rear guard. So Dudley Mason is kind of like a little bit of an extender. He's one of the reasons why your counterblasts are kind of short in the deck. But most importantly, he's a searcher for jelly beans. So we'll get into that a little bit more. Devil Summoner, which you can definitely pull off some neat combos with this. But basically, when it's placed in the Vanguard or the rear guard, you look at the top card of the deck. If it's a grade 2 or less, so as long as it's not a grade 2, you can call it. If not, shuffle your deck. So definitely very good there. Then we have Bloody Ogle, which legions with Frozen Ogle, the grade 2 that is part of our main strategy. During the turn you Legion, when your rear guard attacks, it gains plus 5,000 power, and at the end of the battle, put it at the bottom of the deck. During the turn that it's Legions. Then also, the reason that this is really good, hey Austin. But the reason that this is really good is when this unit attacks a Vanguard, Counterblast 2 and put a card from your hand into your soul to call any card from your deck to an empty rear guard circle. Again, one of the reasons why your counterblasts are really short is because you have this one Hail Mary turn where a lot of your costs are gone. On top of that, we have the Break Ride, Bad End Dragger, another part of the main strategy. But when you ride upon him, limit break 4, so Break Ride, your Vanguard gets plus 1,000 power and 2 abilities. The first ability is all your front rear guards gain plus 10,000 power, so you don't have to worry about scaling in this deck at all, for sure. Then the second one is at the end of the battle that your rear guard attack, put that unit at the bottom of your deck. So this would be really bad if it wasn't Spike Brothers, but this actually can be really good. Then we have Jelly Beans just because he goes and adds a grade 2 or less Dudley, which can add either Dudley Daisy or the Dudley Mason. Yeah, that's not a Dudley. So yeah, it's just they go add these. This is supposed to be a draw, but basically rear guard, when an attack hits a Vanguard, put it into your soul to call a card from your hand. So another form of attack extending, as it were. The way the combo goes, let me explain it, is you're gonna ride a Bad End Dragger first. Then you will break ride into Frozen Ogle. And when you break ride, you'll Legion, you'll do your whole thing, but you want to keep your cards in hand so you can do your Hail Mary turn. So you can call cards like Reckless Express for your first attackers. You can call Devil Summoners to call out other things. You can call out Silver Blaze. You can call out whatever. If your opponent's got 2 interceptors, you just call out 2 attackers that can clear out the interceptors and you attack with them. Then you swing with your Legion, and now when you swung both of those cards, both of them go to the bottom of the deck. So when you swing with Bloody Ogle, you counterblast 2, throw any card from your hand into your soul, and you're going to call out your Frozen Ogle, right? So he calls out the Frozen Ogle, which is now a 24k attacker, not including the boost behind him if you have one. So he's a 24k attacker, and then you get this attack push through. So then you attack with the Frozen Ogle, you counterblast 1, put him to your soul to call a card other than Frozen Ogle from your deck to the rear guard. So you can either call out something like Dudley Mason if you've got the counterblast to it and you think you're going to hit your opponent's Vanguard anyways, or you can call out like a Devil Summoner because you've got 2 front row rear guards that are open. You call out Devil Summoner, hope that you hit something good off the top, and go from there. Sometimes when you're short on counterblast, this Devil Summoner is going to be a lot better option than Dudley, or if you're just feeling lucky, sometimes Devil Summoner can be better than Dudley Mason anyways. Next, you can also call out, using that ability, the Silver Blaze, which when it attacks the Vanguard, you can just Soul Blast 1 and give him another plus 10,000 power. So let's say during these attacks, you push your opponent to 4 damage, or 5 damage, and the Lions in a Pride, Pride Boy. Thank you for the follow. But let's say you swung at the Vanguard and they hit 2 triggers and they're at 31k, and you know this is only going to be 24k. You can Soul Blast 1 off the Silver Blaze and give him the plus 10k. If not, he goes to the bottom of the deck either way, so you can do that if you really want to. It is perfectly up to you. Just kind of mess around with the deck. This is not a fully solid one. This is a list that was given to me by Chasing Hayes, a member of our Discord, and a longtime follower of the channel. So if you want to try this deck out, I would recommend trying it out. We're going to try it out for the first time. You guys are going to see me trying it out. But for sure, you should try this out. And of course, as with any deck, you should always tweak decks around to fit your playstyle a little bit better. Because, like, not all the time is a deck going to be the perfect playstyle for you, right? So let's go ahead and get into a game, and that way we can see, if we can see, I'm going to play as many games as it takes to get a good game that shows what the deck can do. And I want to, hopefully, it takes a minute, but we're going to play the deck until, one, we get a game that's really good, and then also I want a game that's really bad. I want to showcase both the high and the low of the deck, because just showing you what the deck can do is never enough. I need to show you what the low end is and what you can do to deal with it if I can figure it out. In this case, in most cases I already know it, but in this case I don't. So we're going to try and figure it out, and then I'll explain it as we go. All right, dealing with Link Joker. Now this is a matchup that could possibly be the low end. No, Austin, we're not doing friend fights today. This is the matchup that can potentially be the low end. So I'm going to get rid of these 2 and keep the rest in the hand, because of the fact that this Link Joker locks, and that's very frustrating when you're playing a deck. Is the Galaxy Warrior deck good by any chance? Galaxy Warrior deck. What deck are you talking about? Because you got me a little confused with that one. All right, so a lot of people have been playing this, and I don't know why people. Oh no, this is the same person who plays it. Never mind. If you're in Legion, your opponent. Okay, not a great card. So we're gonna ride this. Now again, we're not going to do the whole filtering thing yet, because. Oh, Ultimate Riser Mega Flare? Oh, yeah. It can be very good for like a Hail Mary strategy. I wouldn't put it in tier 1, maybe like a low tier 2, but if you're fine with games being fast and either losing or winning fast, then it's a fine deck to run. And if you enjoy it, then all the more to you. Whatever keeps you from getting burnt out. But you don't want to filter too much in this deck too early when you're playing against Link Joker specifically, because of the fact that they lock. I'm going to use his skill, go grab Deadly Mason. Yep. Use Mecha Trainer, go grab RPG. Now, here's the tricky part though, is I'm missing my main grade 3 ride. So, as much as I really would like to keep things in hand, we're going to go with more of a steady approach to it. We're just gonna go to battle and swing. The attack will hit. We're going to discard the Skydiver. Unfortunately, like, we might get grade stuck here because of it, but we're gonna discard the Skydiver to hopefully just to try to draw more into our grade 3s, because we need the necessary grade 3s. We lose if we don't have the right grade 3s anyways. So getting grade stuck is probably better than misriding to the wrong thing. Like, the most important thing to have is our brake ride. We need that first. We can get the Legion later, but the brake ride is the most important thing we're going to need. So hopefully we can draw into it. See, this is that low end I was talking about. You know, I'm not going to want to do that. So I'm going to just ride skip instead, because having an extra drive is probably worse off than just getting something else. So I'm going to call this down. I'm going to try to push our opponent to where they use something sooner than they probably should. All right, and then we'll call this here. All right, so battle, swing. Do we get a trigger? No trigger. Okay. All right, we'll cycle out. I don't need the Reckless Express, so we'll discard the Reckless Express to draw a card. Still missing our grade 3. See, this is the low end, right? Because you need the main grade 3s, you're gonna lose anyways if you don't, like I've already said it, but if you don't have your main grade 3s, you could still end up losing, or you're most likely gonna end up losing. So trying to go for like a misride just for the twin drive is actually not that good. I wish it was, but it's not. So you see here, like Photon, they're gonna lock down a column, and because we're grade stuck and we basically have nothing anyways, yeah, we're not in a good position. This is probably the low end here, right? This is for sure the low end, guaranteed. Missing that heal trigger. Yeah, but since you need your main grade 3 the most, you trying to filter into your main grade 3s and basically discarding your grade 3s because you need the rest of your pieces to be able to swing. And it's not like you're going to use them anyways, so. And we draw into the jelly beans again. Jeez. Could I not? Alright. When it attacks into Vanguard, and yeah, valid attack. So we're just gonna call. I'm gonna call the Reckless Express, because in order to make this, you know, column still available next turn, I need to put that back to the bottom of the deck. Then we swing here. Drive check, draw trigger, let's go into another jelly. How many jelly beans do I need to draw? Dude. Discard the jelly beans, draw me into something that I actually need. Just give me the thing I need. This is extremely the low end. You need your main grade 3s. And there are only 2 ride targets out of 13 cards. Only 8 of them you actually are okay with riding to. Which may not seem like a lot, but since by turn 3, you need to have one of those 8 cards in your hand. And it's not the end of the world if you don't get the brake ride, but it's definitely going to put you behind a lot. So yeah, they're going to go for the dub here, but they're not going to get it because of that heal trigger. Let's go. Bruh. This is... At least I have a PG in hand. We have 2 PGs in hand, so we're still alive this turn. But we're definitely not in the best of positions. So we're still not seeing. Oh, jeez. Ride skip, call. I'm gonna go to battle. I'm gonna swing at the rear guard because I'm gonna try to use this to my advantage. We're gonna have power to Deadly Mason. Then I'm going to discard the Silver Blaze to try to draw a card into... That works too. So instead of attacking with a boost, I'm going to swing here. Then... Attack hits a Vanguard, kind of wants to and put a card from your hand in your soul to call any card from your deck to an open rear guard circle. Really? Oh, he doesn't clear out the rear guard circle. Okay. That's my bad. So they're probably going to Legion here. That way they lock things down. Jeez. This is for sure not the way I wanted this game to go, but... Come on. So we're definitely gonna get locked down here. I've only got 2 PGs. They can't photon, so we're probably okay this turn, but when it comes to like the following turns, we're gonna be a little messed up. But there is a way to come back from this. So, oh, I don't have a PG left in hand. Whoops, never mind. Kind of just hoping that putting all of those frozen ogles back. Oh no, we only have 1 left. Yeah. So definitely the low end there. Wish it wasn't, but definitely the low end there. Again, Arc? Really? Well, unfortunate for you, I've got both of the things that I need. Don't run a grade 3 unless you have the break right in hand or have 2 ogles. I had 2 ogles. That's the thing. I had 2 ogles. That wasn't like... I've already like been over that. Turn on. There's nothing to do here. So hopefully this will be the high end, but we're against Arc, so no worry, you won't look at stream. Good. I want to actually give it a shot for the high end again this game. Oh, I need to give it a shot again. Because, like, kind of missed it the last 3 games. Haven't really gotten the high end. We got 1 win out of it, but it wasn't on the high end. It was kind of just, it happened. And sometimes that happens in ranked. You just get wins. So, hopefully this game will be the high end that we need it to be. All right, usually, yeah, they're filtering too. You're back. Well, welcome back, Archway. Welcome back. Then, shoving Gansel on the deck to grab a Blaster Blade. Got enough Blaster Blades there, Arc? Draw trigger, let's go! I guess Devil Summoner is the only thing I got, so... We use Devil Summoner. Hey, let's go. I'll take that. Call that there. I want to use Mecha Trainer. Go grab a PG. We're going to need them. So I'll use Jelly Beans here just because I want to put the heal back. Then I'm going to call Reckless Express. Battle Swing. Heal trigger. Let's go. That's why Jelly Beans is good, is because of the heal. Ha, and then they whiffed a heal. Let's go. Then I'll swing here for 18. No need to use Reckless Express's ability. If they decide to attack it, they decide to attack. If he decides to attack it, he decides to attack it. I'm not gonna be like heartbroken if he decides to attack it. And since I don't really need boosters, and I've already got everything I need in hand, we'll go and just filter that out. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. So he rides the Blaster Blade. He could use the blast. He can't use the Blaster Blade to retire or anything. So the only thing he could use to retire would be like Blaster Blade Seeker, but he doesn't have a Seeker Vanguard, so he can't do that either. So yeah, discard the Blaster Blade. How many Blaster Blade does Arc have? Jeez, that's like the 3rd Blaster Blade we've seen. All right. Are they going? Okay, he's gonna retire my grade 1, but that's fine. I don't really need the Reckless Express since I've got everything else in my hand that I'm gonna need. Oh, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't. Draw trigger? Okay. Yeah, he's definitely not. Unless I get a trigger here, he's definitely not attacking the Reckless Express. Oh, but I got a trigger there. But I got Jelly Beans to grab a Deli Mason again, so we're good. I want to be able to push to 3, so we're going to ride the Battle Trigger. Is that ranked or viewer fight? It is ranked. Like, I'm facing against Arc. So, fun. So we use this. We will call and... Call. go to battle. I kind of want to push to 3 because like from 3 we can kind of end the game, and see from there if we get pushed to 4. If we get pushed to 4 next turn, but we'll see. All right. If we get pushed to 4, I may or may not get pushed to 4. I don't know. It'll depend on what Arc wants to do, because Arc could. I don't know. Okay, he is gonna go for the Legion, but I don't know. Wingle is a good setup Legion, and your finisher is like Thing Saver. Next month it'll be Alfred Exiv. Alfred Exiv is actually really good, because you are a little bit more freed up on your grade 3 spots, and you're not as like in a hurry to get out like Blaster Blade Seekers and stuff like that back in your deck. But he adds a little bit more Alfred Exiv adds a little bit more flexibility. He takes a spot that MLB was trying to fill when the deck first came out, so it'll be a good deck. But for now, we're talking about this. So it looks like Arc is gonna give me the 4 damage. Is gonna give me the 4 damage, and I'll be able to use the Frozen Ogle. Oh, he's doing Wingle Legion to combo with Thing Saver. Yep, that is a good strategy overall. Like you need to do that. It's actually a really good strategy to do that. All right, so we're going to Break Ride because haha, I can do that. And we'll call out 2 Reckless Expresses. Legion, putting back 1, 2, 3, and I want to put back a Mecha Trainer just because it's Mecha Trainer. If I get it back in the hand, I can call it and search out a PG. Let's go. So we do look like we have a good setup here. Now these are automatically going to the bottom of the deck, and his skill is going to trigger. So yeah, we're definitely pretty well off here. During the turn you Legion, when your rear guard attacks, you get plus 5,000 power, and at the end of the battle, put that. Okay, yeah, we're not going to use a Reckless effect. So we're not going to use the Reckless Express effect because it's going to go to the bottom of the deck anyways. We'll just activate either one of those is fine. So use this. Don't invoke that. Then use this. Put it back. You won't kill. I know I won't kill, but I can get close enough, and then I can redo the Bloody Ogle next turn. So we call out with this. We're wanting the Frozen Ogle. Yeah, we're gonna want the Frozen Ogle here, and I'm gonna call it here. First check, nothing. Second check, also nothing. That's fine. Rude. Plus 5,000 there. At the end of the battle, this is an attack. Kind of much blood. Yeah, we'll use this skill. I need. Where is it at? I need Silver Blaze. Call out Silver Blaze here. The reason this is good is because this is like the situation I was talking about where I need a little bit more power. Well, that's not good. All right, we use this. We're not gonna Soul Blast one. We have no reason to at this point because we already are big enough. Yeah, and then that's just gonna go to the bottom of the deck. So we didn't kill. Wasn't close enough. That draw trigger kind of put us back a little bit. If we didn't get the draw trigger, I could have gone for something else. On Summoner and hope to call. I could have, but I don't know if it would have been good enough. I didn't want to risk it because next turn I could just re-ride and Legion again and do it again and do more. So I didn't want to waste too many resources doing that. Bruh. That Blast Blade Seeker is gonna hurt. All right, so we're not dead this turn. Draw trigger, let's go. Exactly what I needed to be able to do something next turn. That's fine. PG one of those, and then I don't have to take the other one. Let's go. So we're completely screwed over there. So re-ride. He didn't ride Thing Saver. No, he did not. So we're gonna call Legion. Putting back PG, draw trigger, Reckless, and this thing. Put those 4 back. Fine. So we're going to lose next turn either way. So the PG is going to go to the hand. So battle, swing. Use this skill because I don't need to use the Soul Blast just yet. Don't evoke. Use this. Using a skill. That goes to the bottom. Swing. Counter Blast 2. And we're going to call out. This is where we're going to call out the Reckless Express, right? Because we're going to lose anyways. He'll at least attack if this attack gets PG'd. And hopefully I'll get an attacker. Let's go. So we've got 2 more attackers now that can hit over the Vanguard's numbers. So swing, power there. And there you go. There's the high end, right?